Morning, Calvary. It's actually afternoon where I'm at, but I'm not sure what time you're going to be viewing this. Anyways, I just wanted to come and have another very brief discussion, create a very brief video regarding the reading plan that we have begun in the book of Genesis. Last week we read chapters 1 through 11. This week we are reading chapters 12 all the way through 26. So we're going to read all about Abraham and his son Isaac, the son of promise. I wanted to hit you early in the week because I was hoping to do at least one more, but I wanted to focus specifically on Genesis 12, verses 1 through 3. Here we have the first time that God speaks directly to Abraham and gives him a promise. I just want to read the first 3 verses, make a few comments, and then we'll cut it. Something short, sweet, to the point. Genesis 12, verse 1. Now the Lord said to Abram, "Go forth from your country, and from your relatives, and from your father's house, to the land which I will show you. And I will make you a great nation, and I will bless you, and make your name great, and so you shall be a blessing. And I will bless those who bless you, and the one who curses you I will curse. And in you all the families of the earth will be blessed." We see 3 things being promised Abraham. A land, a physical land with boundaries, which God will later define and give boundaries for, the land that we now know as Israel, but with greater boundaries than the modern day nation of Israel. But a land. The second thing is seed, descendants, people to come after him. But it's interesting that it's the same word seed as used in Genesis 3:15. We'll talk more about that in a minute. And the third thing is blessing. Now that's a very wide-reaching, overreaching term, blessing. Well, what do you mean by blessing? Well, we do know this. Through Abram, in Abram, God is planning, what's that last sentence in verse 3? To bless all the families of the earth. Every tribe, tongue, and nation. That doesn't mean every single individual, but people in every family of every nation in the earth will be blessed through Abraham. Now let's think about this for a second. In order to bless all these people have to have a common problem. They have to have something in common. Now, what does everyone on the face of the earth have in common, other than the fact that they're all human? They all have sin in common. They all die. Remember Genesis 5? Everyone's dying as a result of the curse, as a result of sin entering the world. And so, if we're going to bless every family of every nation in the earth, what does that mean? It's a solution to that sin problem, right? For the first time, there's been an anticipation of this one who's going to come from the seed of the woman, right? Was it Cain? Nope, he's a murderer. Was it Abel? Nope, he died. Was it Seth? No, well, he died, but we do see a godly line until we get to Noah. Is it Noah? No, but it's certainly not anyone before Noah because they're all dead in the flood. And it's certainly not Noah because the world is still filled with shame, right? But who's this one going to be? Well, we know from the get-go, as soon as we're introduced to Abraham, we're thinking, well, is it Abram? Well, no. But he will come from Abram. In you, Abram, I'm going to bless all the families of the earth. I'm going to bless you particularly with this land, with your seed. There's a common theme there. And with blessing. And through you, I'm going to bless all the families of the earth. Christ, Messiah, the anointed one, the appointed one, the one who's going to wipe sin away, is going to come from this one. So this guy's going to be important. He's not the one. We know that right from the beginning. But he's going to play a big part. So I hope you keep that in the back of your mind as you are reading this week in Genesis chapter 12 all the way through 26, as we see the full spectrum of what the Word of God has to say about this one and at least the one seed that came from him, his son, Isaac. Pray that God is blessing you as you're reading through this portion of his Word.